welcome to another episode of I Create Stories. I am Samuel. Last time I left off, I penciled the cover for Hi I'm Doodie from Uranus issue 2. So what I did was I took a photo of it, I adjusted the lighting, and then I printed it out so I can ink over. I didn't want to ink over the original, just in case I make any mistakes. So I started this and I realized, hey, wait, I need to go back, record this, because I almost forgot. So what you'll hear in the background, unfortunately, is my cat, Jack. He tends to be obnoxious when I'm working. He knows when I need my quiet time, and I'll fix this in Photoshop. See, that's what he's doing back there, Jack. You're horrible, Jack. You are horrible. Anyway. So while this whole thing about being quarantined is kind of rough, I'm having a hard time today. It's kind of frustrating. I can't help but think about the theme song to Cheers. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. I miss friends. I miss just socializing. And once a month, I used to meet some buddies. We go to the same spot, some drinks and laughs. I miss working with my team. Every day is very somber, not very pleasant. So I try to keep myself occupied so I don't get depressed. You know, I know quite a bit of people that lost family members. That in itself is scary. So I try my best, at least once a day, calling somebody, just saying, I've been thinking of you. How are you doing? Yeah. I know my pets are excited that I've been. Man, they get treats. They're just like, oh man, he's the best. They're just using me. I'd use it, me too, if I knew I can get treats. So it's crazy because I'm looking out my window right now as I'm inking this, and I'm seeing people walking about with masks. And going to Whole Foods, you have to wait online outside. You can't get in unless you have a mask on and gloves. They're let in like 3 at a time. It's and when you go to the registers, they have big plexiglasses up, barriers up, and not only that, but they're not only wearing masks, but they also have these helmet shields. And then you get nervous when you're into stores because, social distancing, 6 feet. You turn a corner, you run into somebody, and you're like, oh, and you're like, oh, shit. You don't want to scare anybody because everyone's hypersensitive and alert on this, and so it's it's a work in progress, I guess. Anyway, I chose to do this because sometimes I like to keep my original art. My original pencils. And anyway, I wanted to share with you, if you don't already know, I am hosting a contest for the entire month of April and May, and winners will be announced on the June 5th episode of Catch Da Craze Podcast. And there are 3 prizes, 3 winners, first, second, and third place. I thought it'd be fun. Number 1, anybody who's stuck at home and bored and not knowing what to draw and looking for content or something to do. And also, because I'm working on the second trade volume of There's an Alien in My Toilet, and I wanted to add to my gallery. It'll be a great opportunity for me to just come up with some cool prizes and get some people drawing. So basically the contest is you come up with your best version of Doodie from There's an Alien in My Toilet. Now it can be in any medium. You want to draw it in pencil, you can draw it in pencil. You want to do inks, you can do inks. You want to do colors, you want to do it on computer, you want to do a 3D render, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Your style, your method. It could be a solo shot, or it can be Doodie in a scene with any of the characters from the book, whatever you are in the director's seat. And the winner will be decided, and the first place prize will get any one item from our apparel store with Teesprings. So we have some Doodie sweaters and shirts and hoodies and coffee mugs. So first place winner will get that, and not only that, but all 3 winners will be featured on my site, plus on Catch Da Craze Podcast, plus it'll be in the book when it's released sometime at the end of the year, based on what's happening with the market. So everything to do with what's happening in the industry. But I'm hoping to do it by Christmas. That's the goal. So all you have to do is connect with me on any one of my social platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And I will send you the email on when to send the image. Just a high-res JPEG, at least 300 dpi as a JPEG, or PDF, because it has to be print ready, because it'll be featured in the contest page of the book, and it'll be featured on all my social media platforms. So it's a good way to, plus on my website, and in the book, there'll be a link to your site and a little snippet about you, the creator, and hope drive traffic to you as well. So I thought it'd be fun. I'm not rich, so I figured out, hey, what can I do to just have fun? And second place winner will get a copy of There's an Alien in My Toilet issue 1, as well as a sketch card illustrated by me. And the third place winner will get a copy of issue 1 and a pack of Doodie trading cards. And all submissions will be on the website as well, with your name and link to your site as an artist creator. So get down, go to iCreateStories.com, and if you got a couple of hours to spare and you don't know what to draw, enter the contest. What do you have to lose, right? It's a fun time, a good way to have fun. Yes, I'm running that through the whole month. You'll see me promoting it everywhere. I'll be talking about it on Catch Da Craze. I'll be talking about it on Instagram and Facebook, on Twitter, on TikTok. I'm moving that beast. So let's have fun. Show us your rendition. And who knows? One of you lucky guys or gals might end up being commissioned to do a cover piece for Doodie, if I like it that much. So we'll see. How are you guys handling this crisis? How's your family holding up? You found any creative ways to make use of your time? Because it's I tell you right now, even though I'm home, I find that I don't sleep enough because I'm working all night. Because I'm only working on, I create stories, but I'm also working on Catch Da Craze Podcast. And I added another segment, which is the craze in 10 or less. Which is relevant information in 10 minutes or under. For those of us who don't have time to listen to an hour show, even though the hour shows are pretty cool, and get snippets. And the craze in 10 and under are segues to the bigger shows because bring up subjects that either important to us or comic book related or creative related or just talking about stuff. So if you have any ideas of subject matters that you want us to talk about on Catch Da Craze, let me know. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, on this video at the end you'll see, check out Catch Da Craze Podcast, which is a show that I host and produce. Yeah. Taking away from the world today, everything you got. Just want to make sure I'm not getting in your face with the camera. So as you can see, it's coming along, and then I'll scan this in. Well, I'll actually take a photo because my scanner doesn't work anymore. I haven't used my scanner in a long time. I wonder why that car's just right there. I haven't used my scanner in a long time, so I guess it just died on its own. I haven't used it in 10 years, and so when I went to use it, it just died. It sucks. So now I have to make sure the lighting is right, get a photo of everything, get it in there, do some adjustments. I don't use Photoshop anymore. I use Affinity Photo. And the reason why I use Affinity Photo, I don't know if I talked about it already, but if I have, sorry. The reason why I use Affinity Photo is because I really got tired of every time Apple upgraded the iOS that you had to upgrade your software. And so I owned outright all of my software, from the Adobe Suite to Final Cut Pro to Combustion, 3D Studio Max, Maya. I own all that stuff, but they're no longer compatible with the new upgrades. And so they get you by getting you to buy these subscriptions. And I was like, nah, you know what? There's got to be something out there that's equivalent to where I can get the job done without having to break the bank with these gimmicks. you know. And I found Affinity, and it does everything Photoshop does. The only problem that I have with Affinity is that while it opens up your PSD files, it does not recognize the text. So it always says bad data when you, so if you have any layered text in Photoshop and you're using Affinity, it doesn't import the text. The text is there, but it's no longer editable. So if you want to go back and redo something, you have to redo everything on it. The text, the whole text. So that's the only problem I have with it. Other than that, no complaints. So what I'm doing here is I'm just getting all the guys. It's really like just tracing over. No fancy like that. Would you like to get away? Sometimes you go. So I'm just throwing in all these snowmen in there. Making it look bad. Let's see, but dude loves it. Dude loves the challenge. So one of the things about Doodie is he has an active imagination. So he creates these worlds. You know, it might not necessarily exist, but in his mind it does, because he has to win. In reality, he loses, but in his mind he wins, which is why he's so arrogant and obnoxious. Nice to see a lot of people outside. In fact, after this, I'm going for a walk. In the morning, I take a couple of my dogs. In the afternoon, I take another couple. Because I have quite a bit. I got some pooches in the house. So being locked up, I've been watching a lot of Clone Wars. Pretty cool. I'm up to the last season right now. Pretty intense. The animation is crazy. Heads in the background. You want to be where you can see. Troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows you. You want to go where people know. People are all the same. You want to be where everybody knows you. If you've never heard of Cheers, you need to go and put up some reruns. It's really cool. Good friends, good conversations at a bar. The way life is meant to be. Okay. Some tinks. Most of it's there. snowball at Doodie. Darius. Sometimes you wanna go. I'm saying the same things all over again. Sorry, it's on my mind. So basically, this is the layout for the cover. I might have Santa in the background on a sleigh. I'll draw it on a separate piece of paper, flying, just as a sticking it to Doodie. But this is it so far. Put a bigger one here. And that's it. So that's the, let's see if I lift this up for you. So this was the sketch. And this is the basically inked over traced copy of the sketch. Next time I will color it. Now my strength is in coloring, so bear with me. It'll be painful to watch. But again, I have a contest going on. Visit iCreateStories.com. On the main page, you hit the contest icon and it'll take you to the blog with all the details on it. It's fun. Why not? Have fun with it. If you're watching this show, subscribe. If there's anything that you want to contribute, just type in your comments on YouTube. I appreciate you for watching. Thank you again. Until next time. And if you haven't heard Catch Da Craze Podcast, you should. You can listen to it anywhere where you're working. I'm Sam the Craze Man Vera, and this is I Create Stories.